The 1970s was a swell time for motorcycles, with many manufacturers pushing the boundaries of design and performance. However, not all of their creations were successful. Some models ended up being unreliable, difficult to ride, or simply impractical. From awkward designs to engines that didn't live up to expectations, these motorcycles often left riders frustrated and disappointed. In today's video, we'll take a look at 15 of the most terrible motorcycles from the 1970s, highlighting what went wrong and why they didn't make a lasting impact on the industry. 15. 1978 Yamaha XT500. The 1978 Yamaha XT500 aimed to be a powerful dual-sport motorcycle, offering off-road capabilities alongside street functionality. It featured a 499 cubic centimeter single-cylinder, four-stroke engine that produced around 32 horsepower. Weighing approximately 310 pounds, it promised an exciting ride with decent torque and a simple, rugged design. However, the XT500 earned a bad reputation for several reasons. One major issue was its poor reliability. The kickstart mechanism, essential for starting the engine, was notoriously difficult to operate and prone to malfunction. Riders often struggled with repeated misfires and frustration trying to get it going. Additionally, the suspension system was underwhelming, offering limited comfort and control, especially during off-road adventures. The brakes also left much to be desired. The rear drum brakes were barely effective, leading to safety concerns, particularly at high speeds or during sudden stops. 14. 1973 Yamaha SC500. The 1973 Yamaha SC500 was introduced as a high-performance motocross motorcycle designed for speed and off-road thrills. It featured a 498 cubic centimeter single-cylinder, two-stroke engine capable of delivering impressive power. However, this power was notoriously difficult to control due to its explosive and unpredictable throttle response. At 240 pounds, it was also heavy for a motocross model, making it harder to handle on challenging terrain. One of its biggest flaws was its suspension system. The SC500 was equipped with outdated suspension that failed to absorb shocks effectively, making rides uncomfortable and even dangerous. Combined with its tendency to overheat, it quickly gained a reputation for being unreliable during races or long sessions. Riders often complained about the uncontrollable power, excessive vibration, and poor overall build quality. The SC500's design emphasized speed, but ignored critical factors like stability and comfort. Many experienced riders struggled to tame its aggressive engine, and beginners found it almost impossible to ride safely. 13. The 1972 Kawasaki H2 Mach 4, also known as the Widowmaker, earned a reputation for being both thrilling and terrifying. It was powered by a 748 cubic centimeter, two-stroke, three-cylinder engine that delivered a whopping 74 horsepower, an impressive figure for the 1970s. The motorcycle could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4 seconds, making it one of the fastest machines of its time. However, its high performance came at a cost. The H2 Mach 4 had a serious problem with handling and stability. The lightweight frame, combined with its powerful engine, made the motorcycle difficult to control at high speeds. Its suspension was not well tuned for such a potent engine, leading to frequent wobbling, especially in corners. Additionally, the drum brakes were inadequate for the power it delivered, often failing to provide the stopping force needed in emergency situations. The aggressive acceleration and lack of safety features made the H2 Mach 4 dangerous for inexperienced riders. Ultimately, the H2 Mach 4 was discontinued in 1975 after a disastrous first year. 12. 1971 Suzuki TM 400 Cyclone. The 1971 Suzuki TM 400 Cyclone is often remembered as one of the most dangerous motorcycles of the 1970s. It was a motocross model aimed at delivering high performance, but instead, it became notorious for its unpredictability and unsafe design. Powered by a 396 cubic centimeter single-cylinder, two-stroke engine, the TM 400 Cyclone produced an impressive 40 horsepower. For a lightweight motorcycle weighing just 220 pounds, this power-to-weight ratio was extreme and made it difficult to control. What made the TM 400 Cyclone particularly terrible was its sudden power delivery. The engine had a narrow power band, meaning it would go from mild to wild in an instant, often catching riders off guard. This made the motorcycle nearly impossible to handle, especially for less experienced riders. The lack of modern suspension technology and an underdeveloped chassis only made things worse, leading to poor stability on rough terrain. The TM 400 Cyclone earned a reputation for throwing riders off, causing crashes and even injuries. While it marked an effort to compete in the motocross market, its dangerous design sealed its place in history as a motorcycle to avoid. 11. 1974 Suzuki RE5. The 1974 Suzuki RE5 was a motorcycle with big ambitions but failed to meet expectations. It was powered by a 497 cubic centimeter rotary engine, a unique design that promised smooth performance and innovation. The RE5 produced 62 horsepower and featured a liquid cooling system, which was uncommon at the time. It had a futuristic design with a cylindrical instrument cluster and taillight, reflecting Suzuki's bold vision. However, the RE5's rotary engine turned out to be a major problem. It was expensive to produce and maintain, consumed a lot of fuel, and had reliability issues. The engine often overheated, and finding mechanics skilled enough to repair it was a challenge. Additionally, the motorcycle was heavy, weighing over 500 pounds, which made handling difficult for many riders. Another issue was its high price. At a time when more affordable and reliable motorcycles were available, the RE5 struggled to compete. Consumers avoided it, and Suzuki quickly discontinued it after only 2 years. 10. 1975 Honda CB500T. The 1975 Honda CB500T was a motorcycle that left many riders disappointed. Honda designed it as an upgrade to the popular CB450, but it failed to deliver on its promise. This model featured a 498 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, producing about 34 horsepower. It had a 5-speed transmission, a top speed of around 90 miles per hour, and weighed approximately 450 pounds. On paper, it seemed decent, but in reality, it was plagued with problems. One major issue was the engine. Honda added a balance shaft to reduce vibrations, but it created new problems. The engine became sluggish and lost the lively performance the CB450 was known for. Riders found it slow and underwhelming for its size. Another problem was the outdated design. While competitors embraced modern features, the CB500T stuck to a heavy, clunky frame that felt awkward to handle. Its styling also seemed stuck in the past, failing to attract younger riders. Reliability was another concern. Frequent oil leaks, finicky carburetors, and electrical issues frustrated owners. This combination of underperformance, outdated looks, and reliability problems made the Honda CB500T one of the most disappointing motorcycles of the 1970s. It simply didn't live up to Honda's usual high standards. 9. 1973 Yamaha SC500. The 1973 Yamaha SC500 is remembered as one of the most challenging motorcycles of the 1970s. Designed as a high-performance motocross motorcycle, it featured a 493 cubic centimeter, two-stroke single-cylinder engine. On paper, this engine promised impressive power and speed, making it appealing to off-road enthusiasts. It also weighed about 230 pounds, which seemed light for its time, further adding to its appeal. However, the reality of riding it was a different story. The SC500 suffered from an engine that was unpredictable and hard to control. It delivered power in sudden bursts, making it difficult for riders to maintain smooth acceleration or handle tricky terrains. Adding to the problem, the SC500 suspension system wasn't well tuned, causing it to struggle with bumps and jumps. This made riding it not only uncomfortable, but also dangerous in competitive settings. Despite its shortcomings, Yamaha quickly learned from this failure and improved their designs in subsequent years. 8. 1976 Honda CB750, a Honda Matic. The 1976 Honda CB750, a Honda Matic, was an attempt by Honda to make motorcycling easier for beginners by introducing an automatic transmission. While this might sound like a good idea, it didn't work out as expected. The motorcycle came with a 736 cubic centimeter engine, which was strong enough for regular riding, but its automatic transmission was a major problem. The Honda Matic had no clutch or gear shifter, which made it feel like a scooter rather than a true motorcycle. Riders had little control over shifting, which affected the overall experience, especially at higher speeds or during cornering. The Honda Matic's automatic transmission often malfunctioned, leading to poor performance and frustrating rides. The design was awkward, and it didn't offer the excitement and freedom that riders expected from a motorcycle. The lack of manual transmission also made it less appealing to serious motorcyclists, and it didn't attract the intended beginner crowd either, as it was still too bulky and complicated for new riders. 7. 1973 Yamaha TX750. The 1973 Yamaha TX750 is often remembered as one of the most disappointing motorcycles of the 1970s. It was designed as a middleweight, offering a 750cc parallel twin engine, which was meant to compete with other popular motorcycles of its time. However, the TX750 quickly gained a reputation for reliability issues, especially with its unique and complex automatic oiling system. This system often malfunctioned, causing the engine to seize or overheat, leading to expensive repairs and frustrated owners. Another major flaw was its handling. The TX750 was bulky and heavy for its class, making it difficult to maneuver, especially at lower speeds. Its suspension was also criticized for being too soft, resulting in a bumpy and uncomfortable ride. 6. 1974 Ducati 860 GT. The 1974 Ducati 860 GT was a bold attempt at creating a stylish sport touring motorcycle, but it ended up being a letdown for many riders. Powered by an 864 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, it produced around 60 horsepower, which wasn't terrible but was underwhelming for a motorcycle in this category. Its handling, though, was another story. The 860 GT had a reputation for being difficult to control, especially at higher speeds. The bike's suspension was not well suited for its weight, making it unstable on uneven surfaces. The frame itself was stiff and didn't provide the smooth ride many expected from a Ducati. One of the most criticized aspects of the 860 GT was its electrics. The wiring system was unreliable, causing frequent electrical failures and making it difficult for riders to maintain or repair. The bike also had heating issues, with the engine running too hot, which led to engine wear and performance drops over time. Before we move on to the other terrible motorcycles on our list, like this video and drop a comment on the other features of these motorcycles that you had problems with. 5. 1971 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport. The 1971 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport was intended to be a high-performance motorcycle, but it fell short in several key areas. Powered by a 748 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, it was designed to provide impressive power, producing about 52 horsepower. However, its performance did not match expectations. Despite its powerful engine, the V7 Sport had a poor handling system, making it difficult to maneuver, especially for less experienced riders. The bike's weight, around 460 pounds, was another issue, as it made it feel sluggish and cumbersome, which affected its overall agility on the road. The V7 Sport's suspension system also received negative feedback. It wasn't as smooth or responsive as competitors, causing discomfort on rougher roads and making it harder to enjoy long rides. Overall, the 1971 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport didn't live up to its promises. While it had an ambitious design and decent power output, its poor handling, heavy weight, and outdated features made it a less than ideal choice for motorcycle enthusiasts. 4. 1972 Kawasaki Z1900. The 1972 Kawasaki Z1900 was marketed as a powerful, high-performance motorcycle, boasting a 903 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that produced 82 horsepower. This made it one of the most powerful motorcycles of its time, capable of reaching top speeds over 120 miles per hour. However, despite its impressive specifications, the Z1900 quickly earned a reputation for being difficult to handle and prone to mechanical issues. One major flaw was its design, which made it uncomfortable for riders. The seating position was awkward and the bike was heavy, making it hard to control, especially for less experienced riders. Its suspension system also left much to be desired, offering poor handling on uneven roads, which contributed to an unstable ride. Another issue was its reliability. The Z1900 had frequent engine problems, including issues with the carburetors and ignition system, causing it to stall unexpectedly. In addition, the bike's poor braking performance made it unsafe at high speeds, and many riders reported brake failure after just a few months of use. 3. 1973 Laverda 1000. The 1973 Laverda 1000 was a motorcycle that failed to impress many riders despite its bold design and powerful engine. Equipped with a 981 cubic centimeter triple-cylinder engine, it was capable of producing about 71 horsepower, which gave it good speed for its time. However, the Laverda 1000 had several issues that made it difficult to recommend. One major problem was its handling. The motorcycle was heavy, weighing over 500 pounds, which made it challenging to maneuver, especially at lower speeds. Its suspension system, while offering decent performance, was not up to the standards set by other motorcycles in its class, leading to a less smooth ride. Another issue was the quality control. Many riders reported reliability problems, including electrical issues and engine malfunctions, which made the Laverda 1000 frustrating to maintain. The fit and finish were also inconsistent, leading to a lack of durability over time. 2. 1975 Triumph Trident T160. The 1975 Triumph Trident T160 is often remembered as one of the worst motorcycles of the 1970s. This model was powered by a 750cc three-cylinder engine, which seemed promising on paper, but it was plagued with numerous mechanical issues. Despite its power, the Trident T160 was known for its unreliable performance. Many owners reported engine misfires, poor fuel efficiency, and frequent electrical failures. The motorcycle's handling was also a major drawback, as it had a tendency to be unstable, especially at high speeds, making it difficult to control. Additionally, the 1975 Trident T160 came with a troublesome gearbox that often struggled to shift smoothly. This made for a frustrating and unsafe riding experience. Its design, although sleek, did not stand up well to wear and tear, with parts often rusting or breaking down faster than expected. These reliability issues, combined with a high maintenance cost, made the Trident T160 a poor choice for riders who sought durability and dependability. 1. 1979 Myco 490. The 1979 Myco 490 is often remembered as a motorcycle with more potential than performance. It was advertised as a powerful, high-performance off-road motorcycle, but it failed to live up to the hype. With a 491 cubic centimeter two-stroke engine, it was capable of producing impressive horsepower, but the power delivery was unpredictable. Riders often struggled with the sudden surge of power, especially on rough terrain, making it difficult to control. The Myco 490 also had a reputation for being heavy, which made it cumbersome for riders who were looking for quick handling. The suspension system, although designed to be high quality, was often too stiff, leading to a rough ride that wasn't suited for all terrains. This made it uncomfortable and hard to control during long rides or challenging trails. In addition, the Myco 490 was prone to mechanical issues. Many owners reported frequent breakdowns, especially with the engine and electrical components, which resulted in frustration for riders who were expecting a reliable motorcycle. So, there you have it, our list of 15 terrible motorcycles from the 1970s. If you loved this video and would like to learn more from the definitive channel on the automotive industry, subscribe to this channel today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.